What's up, YouTube friends? My name is Danny Jones, and welcome to Jones Vibes.
Jones Vibes.
First and foremost, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you enjoy it, please go ahead and click that tomahawk button, like button, and then go ahead and hit subscribe as well as hit that notification bell. That'll keep you up to date when I make more content. And today we're talking about the brand new film in the Predator series, Prey. A pretty fitting title, to be honest. And really quick, I will let you know that I may be talking about some brief spoilers. And so if you haven't seen this movie, run now as fast as you can and watch it and then come back. And if you have seen it, like me, let's hunt. And wow, a new Predator movie has now released, and this time it's on Hulu. And personally, I would have loved to have seen it on the big screen, but I honestly enjoyed watching it in the comfort of my own home. I still had a great time because I was watching a Predator movie. And I don't know about your history with the original Predator, but as for me, it was probably one of the most watched action movies of my childhood. Definitely in my lifetime. That and Die Hard. I watched it just a ton growing up, and I don't know, I mean, just Arnold battling an alien, it doesn't get much better than that. The cheesy lines mixed with the gruesome kills and the massive action set pieces definitely make you wanna
Stick around.
But this was different. And off the top, I just want to get this out of the way. This is easily my favorite since the original. I've seen the other Predator movies, and honestly, some of them I was sitting there like, come on, just kill me, do it, kill me! But this is very refreshing. I was amazed at how well it just kind of stood on its own feet. It didn't try to be the original, and it also didn't go the direction that so many other spin-offs do, like bringing back Arnold or something, or turns out Mac actually survived. Prey had its own very, very beautiful story to tell, and then you throw the Predator in there, and it made it just that much more exciting. And I would just love to see more of these. Like, give me a Predator movie from every culture and every era. It's so cool. But really quickly, we should probably break down the people that brought this thing to life, starting with Dan Trachtenberg, and he actually worked on another one of my favorites, 10 Cloverfield Lane, and honestly, I'm just really starting to dig this guy's work, and his direction in this was just great. But then we have the cast, and we have the main character named Naru, and she is played by Amber Midthunder, who was absolutely amazing, and I'll talk more about that. But then you also have her brother, and I believe you pronounce his character's name Tybee, and he's played by Dakota Beavers. And it was just great casting. And the other notable was just the actual Predator. I think his name was Dane DiLiegro, if I'm saying that right. And I don't know, all I have to say is nice freaking work, dude. Like, he was so menacing and brooding, and yeah, I don't know, shit was crazy. But as for the story, this basically takes place 300 years ago when one of the first highly evolved predators lands on Earth among the Comanche Nation. And that is just a dope concept. And the way that it was filmed was beautiful. These big sweeping shots of the landscape. I think that they said it was filmed in the northern plains. I don't know, being from Montana, it looked kind of familiar, but regardless, it was beautiful. And also the score, like the score behind everything was beautiful. There were a couple moments where it sounded awfully close to The Last of the Mohicans. Like, I started leaning forward a couple times, like, hey, that's getting pretty, okay. It's different enough. But you have this female warrior with Naru who basically just wants to be a hunter, but she's constantly told that she can't be. In her tribe, it's kind of like the men are the hunters. But it's her passion, it's her drive, that's what she wants to do. And basically in this movie, we see the evolution of her becoming that thing. Proving to herself and to everyone that she can be this ultimate hunter. She also has a dog, Coco, who is just a really good girl. It actually gave me a lot of anxiety because when I was watching the movie, it was like, oh no, the Predator's gonna get them, but is Coco okay? Is she safe? Because the Predator really was attacking a lot of animals. Like, at first he started with animals, gets like a snake, and then there's a wolf that he gets, and then he goes toe-to-toe with this grizzly bear. And I was actually pretty surprised. The grizzly bear held its own. It was sad to see him go down, but then the Predator, after that, kind of moves on to the humans. And that's what the Predator does. Like, that's what this species does. That's their entire purpose. They're just there to hunt. No other reason. And that's what's so scary about it. And eventually, her party comes across the Predator, and he just gruesomely kills like a bunch of these guys. This guy's like, and then she's captured by, I want to say that they're just kind of like these French frontiermen, just assuming, but there's this set piece early in the morning with all this fog, and Naru and her brother are tied up, and the Predator just owns all of these guys using gadgets and weapons, just like shing shing, like it was just awesome. And then her brother dies, which was a bummer. I liked his character, but it was also a great plot thread, like demonstrating the relationship between this brother and sister. It definitely gave the movie a little bit more of a heartbeat for me. And then that leads into kind of her proving herself. You know, everything that she's worked towards in this movie comes to a culmination in the end. Prey becomes Predator. And I forget the word that they used, but it's like her coming of age type thing as a hunter. And she does just that. And the final action sequence between her and the Predator was just awesome. She like gets him in the mud, kind of quicksand stuff. She didn't have any cheesy lines or anything like that, kind of like the original. And that's okay. This film wasn't really meant to have any of that. It sets its own tone. And it starts with the writing and the directing, and then it lands with the actors and their performances. And Amber Midthunder lets out this powerful, like, roar when she kills the Predator, and then she cuts off his head and walks back to her village and is like, what up, I got an alien? Or it's an alien. And I would say that she killed it. She really did, no pun. Especially for one of her first really big roles. Like, I'm excited to see where she goes, as well as just where this character goes. Like, the Predator was awesome, like I mentioned. I love all of his weapons and the new design. It was super cool, and as soon as it ended, I was left just wanting more. And I don't know how that could take shape. There was the little mid-credit art piece that basically showed, like, after she goes back to the village, she has the Predator's head, and then all the villagers turn around and the clouds are kind of thundering, and a bunch of ships start coming through from the Predator species. So right there you have a sequel, if you want it, you know. But let me know down in the comments what you think and how this could carry on, because I think that's the most exciting part, especially with a successful installment to this franchise. Should they make more? Should it be like another standalone thing like this? I don't know. Let me know. I do just want to say that I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I did. And did it pass my vibe check? Yes, absolutely. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, no doubt. This is easily my second favorite of the franchise, and I hope we get more Predator and Prey. But yeah, like I mentioned, please go ahead and start some dialogue with me down in the comments. I would love to hear from you and also just talk more about all of this. And also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the like button for me if you could. That helps me get seen by more people just like you, as well as I would love to have you join this Jones Vibes community. So hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also keep up with me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Jones Vibes only. And yeah, this was Prey. As always, I hope you all are safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you next time.